Hey everyone, welcome to DevRunner. My name is Paul. I'm an endurance runner and an RRCA certified running coach, and this is episode number 9 of my marathon PR 2023. In this series, I'm documenting everything that goes into my training as I prepare for a 2-hour, 52-minute, and 23-second or faster marathon attempt, which will take place at the Tobacco Road Marathon in Cary, North Carolina on March 19th. Now this time around, I'll be detailing my training from February 6th through the 12th of 2023. This will hopefully be my peak mileage week. I'm hoping to get somewhere between 100 and 105 miles in this week, and I'll be detailing my speed work, my tempo work, and hopefully at the end of the week, I'll be running a 22-mile progression run, and I'll bring you along for all of it, and I'll share all the tips, tricks, and advice that I can think of to help you become a healthier, happier, faster, and stronger runner yourself. So please stay tuned. Now, if you are looking for help from a running coach, or if you need your own customized training plan, I encourage you to visit my website at devrunnercoaching.com, and you can get all the details of how we can work together to help you achieve your running dreams. Now folks, there's a lot of fun in this one, a lot to learn, so let's get on with the show. Here we go. Hey folks, while I take Calvin for a walk here, I figured I'd bring you up to speed on the first run of the week. Instead of just going 6 miles easy, it's been so beautiful out here that I decided to extend the first run. I went 8.5 miles, took it nice and slow, and just enjoyed being outdoors. And yeah, 8.5 miles done, so I've got 3.5 more miles, which I'll likely end up doing on the treadmill, just to give my legs a little bit of a break after pounding 8.5 miles on the roads. Hey folks, it's 5:32 p.m. on Monday, February 6th, 2023. And as good as I felt before when I was outside in the relative cool and knocking out 8.5 miles just because it was fun, these final 3.5 miles on the treadmill in the warmer house, it all came back to me. So yeah, my legs felt like lead weights for this 3.5 miles. It took me 33 minutes and 7 seconds to get it done, and boy am I happy it's over. So I'm gonna go shower up. I'm going to eat a nice healthy leafy green salad with some turkey and stretch out, chill out, hopefully get a good night's sleep. Hey folks, it's Tuesday, February 7th, 2023. Just finished my 10 miles of aerobic running. Whew, it's almost 9 a.m. now, and I'm running upstairs for a couple meetings before I head down to the city for more meetings. But it was a good run. It took me 1 hour, 17 minutes, and 49 seconds to get it done. I ramped up over the first 3 miles from 6 miles an hour to 8 miles an hour. Then I cruised there for 3 more miles and spent 2 miles at 8.1 miles an hour and 2 miles at 8.2 miles an hour, and that was that. Hey, I'm back from the city. Bringing Calvin on his sniff the neighborhood walk. And he's very happy. I'll be on the treadmill for my 6 miles easy. Hey folks, yes, it's still Tuesday, February 7th, 2023. And yes, I just finished running again. End of a long day. It's 5:59 p.m. and I just ran 4 miles. It took me 35 minutes and 33 seconds. Took it slow. Having some issues with the not the physical treadmill, thank goodness, for those of you who know the history of me and treadmills. Hopefully this is not the beginning of something worse, but yeah, just getting some restarts in the middle of the run, and I think that's due mainly just to the fact that I need to restart the iFit software. But yeah, I'm calling it. I'm not in the mood for another 2 miles of headaches trying to make this thing run, so I'm done for the day. That cuts down the possibility of this 105-mile week to a 103-mile week as it stands so far. Unless I decide to make up those 2 miles somewhere, but not bloody likely. Hey folks, it's Wednesday, February 8th, 2023. I'm headed out for a 15-mile run. I've got to be super quick because I've got a meeting in 2 hours, so I've got to average better than 8-minute miles or I'm dead, or I'll have to cut the run short. So hopefully I'll get some help. My left heel has been bugging me the last couple of days because I've been wearing old shoes. Even on the treadmill, I've been feeling the effects. So rather than give that an opportunity to get worse, I have finally broken out my new old pair of Hoka Clifton 7s that have been sitting in the closet for 4 months waiting for their time to shine. And their time has arrived. So, all right, off I go. I just finished 14 miles. I cut off a mile because I'm just up against it. I'm gonna have about 3 minutes after I finish talking to this camera to run upstairs and join the meeting. Luckily, it's not the kind of meeting where I needed to do any real prep. I just need to be there. So I'm happy with that. I averaged 7:57 a mile. It took me an hour and 51 minutes and 14 seconds to get this one done. I'm going to get hydrated after the meeting, get some protein in me, and in a couple hours I think it's going to be on the treadmill, but maybe outside, to get in 6 miles. I guess I'll just drop the mile that I missed during this run for the day. Unless I'm feeling particularly vigorous, then I'll go for a 7-mile recovery run later on. Don't count on it. It is about 5 p.m. I'm out for my second run of the day. I'm feeling really good thanks to the Clifton 7s. So I think I'm going to go all 7 miles here, easy. I'm beside the highway here, providing you with another installment of the cow camp. I love that they're all crowded around these big bales of hay and just kind of getting their winter feeding in and enjoying the incredibly spring, even summer-like weather here in early February. It's still 66 degrees out here. It's 6:01 p.m. on Wednesday, February 8th, 2023. 7 miles of easy running complete. Whew. It's still in the mid-60s here. And it's humid. I'm glad it's done. Whew. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I guess the big takeaway for me is that boy was I overdue to put on a new pair of cushy shoes. Loving the Cliftons. Just, yeah, good shoe. Hopefully it will spare my left ankle from getting any worse. Right now it's something I am monitoring, not something I am overly concerned with, but hopefully sticking to the treadmill and to these newer shoes will allow it to heal. Hey, it's Thursday, February 9th, 2023. I'm about to head out for my first of 2 6-mile easy runs, and I think I'm going to make this first one a little bit of a hybrid run. I'm going to head out and run some hills in the NASCAR Business Park, and Yeah, it's warm out, so I'm wearing a tank top and I've got some half tights on, and for shoes, it's going to be my Endorphin Shift V1s. They've still got plenty of life left in them. Very firm shoe, but so far my legs are feeling really good. We'll see if it's a bad call. If it is, then run number 2 will probably be in the fresh new Hoka Cliftons. Hello, babies. Hello. You're a sweet baby. You are a sweet baby. You are. You're a very sweet baby. Hi, Leg. Hello, friend. I'll even say I love you. You have a wonderful, good day, okay? Hills. I chose to run the hills today. Brilliant. All right. Hills. All right, folks, 6 miles is done. Don't know how long it took me because, not because of the forgetting to resume my run on the Garmin, but because when I was just passing the 5-mile mark of my run, the Garmin actually died. I left today with 17% left, so I don't know what's going on. My hardly positive relationship with this Garmin Forerunner 55 just continues. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on a nice Coros Pace 2 sometime in the very near future, I think. Let's put it that way. Hey folks, run number 2 is done. 6 miles on the treadmill. Took me 52 minutes and 39 seconds to get the job done. Whew. Started off at 6 miles an hour and ramped it up till I was moving at 7 miles an hour and then just cruised it out. Watching the YouTubes, getting inspired. Trying to anyway. Rough week. Hey folks, it's Friday, February 10th, 2023. I am on my way out the door for 12 miles with 7 at tempo pace, and I'm wearing my old beat up pair of Saucony Endorphin Speed 2s, and Calvin's running around outside the door barking at anything that moves. There's the barky baby. There's the barky baby. Okay, Calvin, come inside. I gotta go for a run. I am in the 3rd mile of a 10-mile run here on Saturday, February 11th. And I've got 8 strides coming up. I'll start them at mile 4. The 10-mile aerobic run with 8 strides is done. The strides felt great, but I ran slowly today, very conservatively. More like an easy run when I wasn't doing my strides, because tomorrow's 22 miles, and if it wasn't bad enough that I gotta go 22 miles, it's made considerably worse by the fact that I gotta do it on the treadmill. We've got a low pressure front coming in fast now, and it's gonna spend the entire day tomorrow hovering between 95 and 100% chances of precipitation in the form of freezing rain and wet snow. So I'm going to be on the treadmill, toying with the idea of possibly doing it as a live stream. But as far as today's run goes, it took me an hour, 25 minutes and 51 seconds. I averaged 8:35 per mile, and yeah, gave myself a little bit of juice. Did a little flexing by wearing my Boston qualifier shirt from last year's Tobacco Road Marathon. So just doing that to remind myself that I am capable of getting a new PR, as long as I hunker down and get to work the remaining weeks. Hey folks, it's Sunday, February 12th, and you know what that means, long run day. Unfortunately, it's freezing rain outside, so I'm stuck on the treadmill for 22 miles. The intention, thankfully, is not to go at marathon pace today. It's probably just going to be like a mild progression run, staying in the aerobic zone the whole time. Here's a quick look at my supplies. Starting off with my shoes, the trusty old, my last pair of Saucony Endorphin Pro V1s. They've already got about 104 miles on them. They're going 22 more today. And I've got 3 bottles filled with a mix of Tropical Buzz Tailwind, and I've got 3 gels, 2 Cliff Shots, 1 goo, which I'm about to take before I even start, and then I'll take the 2 gels, one at 7 1/3 miles, one at 14 2/3 miles, and hopefully that's enough caffeine and sugar to get me through this ordeal. I've got a playlist set up on YouTube to try to keep me interested. We'll see. Hey folks, so it's finally over. 22 miles on the treadmill. I can't believe it. My legs are just aching and burning. I'm going to be honest. There it is. To make this bearable, I had the big fan blowing the freezing cold air through the wide open windows. And there's the treadmill, and I'm sitting here on the bed of the treadmill. At any rate, folks, yeah, 4 miles, ramping up from 7 miles an hour to 8 miles an hour, which is 7 minutes and 30 seconds per mile. And I stayed there for 7 full miles, or halfway through the run, 11 miles. And then every 2 miles, I bumped it up by 0.1 miles per hour until the last, until I hit 8.4 miles an hour, which represented the last 5 miles of the run. Yeah, it's, it hurt. I mean, not really, really bad, but you know, I felt it. I felt it, you know. All right, so as you can see from the weekend review, it was, in fact, a 103-mile week. It did not come easy, but boy, am I glad it's done. I think the highlights of the week were probably the 15-mile long run there on Wednesday, and then, of course, the up-tempo, tempo work that was done on Friday, 7 miles in the middle of that longer run at what was supposed to be faster than marathon pace, but really in reality turned out to be marathon pace miles, but still strong running, I've got to say. And then to follow that up a mere 48 hours later with a 22-mile long run, progression run on the treadmill, is great for fitness, both physically and I think mentally, for whatever's left between the ears up here. Now, with that said, folks, there is more good news to deliver in the way of my core routines. All 7 got done, as always. But I also got in 2 strength routines this week. So, you know, if you've been following along, you know that's unfortunately not been the norm. So I'm glad that I got 2 of them in this past week. And on the front of my weight, great news this week. I lost about a full pound. So things are picking up, probably because of the sheer amount of miles that I'm running. But yeah, I'm keeping the eating under control as well and keeping the nutrition high. So I'm still feeling good after 7 punishing days of running. So next week should be, you know, hopefully equally as high caliber as far as my performance goes. And I'll need it because there will be a 10K coming up next week, a 10K time trial. So I will need the strength, I will need the speed. So with that said, folks, if you're looking for any advice, if you're looking for any help with your running, I am available as a coach. Just visit DevRunnerCoaching.com for more information, and hopefully we can work together in the very near future. Now, with that said, folks, I just want to encourage you to get healthy, stay strong, and keep pushing, and I'll catch you next week. Peace out. Bye-bye.